Step into the ring of inspiration as we dive into the world of the charismatic and influential Muhammad Ali, a true legend who transcended the sport of boxing. In this new video, we present a compilation of Ali's most profound and thought-provoking quotes, showcasing the unparalleled wisdom and wit that made him an icon both inside and outside the ring. Join us as we journey through the profound words of Muhammad Ali, a legend whose legacy remains etched in our hearts and minds. Brace yourself for a whirlwind of inspiration, as we present a remarkable video experience that celebrates the man, the myth, and the legend, Muhammad Ali Clay's quotes, unleashing the power of his words.
You don't lose if you get knocked down, you lose if you stay down. Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take that first step. I'll tell you how I'd like to be remembered, as a black man who won the heavyweight title, who has humorous and who never looked down on those who looked up to him, a man who stood for freedom, justice, and equality. And I wouldn't even mind if folks forgot how pretty I was. Success is not achieved by winning all the time. Real success comes when we rise after we fall. Some mountains are higher than others. Some roads steeper than the next. There are hardships and setbacks, but you cannot let them stop you. Even on the steepest road you must not turn back. Don't count the days, make the days count. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. True success is reaching our potential without compromising our values. Champions aren't made in the gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them, a desire, a dream, a vision. What you are thinking is what you are becoming. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The hands can't hit what the eyes can't see. It isn't the mountains that wear you out, it's the pebble in your shoe. If you look at the world the same way when you're 50 that you did when you were 20, then you wasted 30 years. Rest but never quit. Even the sun has a sinking spell each evening. But it always rises the next morning. At sunrise, every soul is born again. Just remember that you don't have to be what they want you to be. When you're right, nobody remembers. When you're wrong, nobody forgets. Rivers, ponds, lakes and streams, they all have different names, but they all contain water. Just as religions do, they all contain truths. Impossible is not a fact. It's an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration. It's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Success is not achieved by winning all the time. Real success comes when we rise after we fall. Every day is different, and some days are better than others, but no matter how challenging the day, I get up and live it. I don't smoke, but I keep a matchbox in my pocket. When my heart slips towards sin, I burn the matchstick and heat my palm with it, then say to myself, "Ollie, you can't even bear this heat. How would you bear the unbearable heat of hellfire?" Live every day as if it were your last, because someday you're going to be right. It's hard to beat a guy when he's got his mind made up that he's going to win. If a man takes 5 showers a day, his body will be clean. Praying 5 times a day helps me clean my mind. What counts in the ring is what you can do after you're exhausted. The same is true of life. What keeps me going is goals. God will not place a burden on a man's shoulders knowing that he cannot carry it. You lose nothing when fighting for a cause. In my mind, the losers are those who don't have a cause they care about. Champions have to have the skill and the will. But the will must be stronger than the skill. To be a great champion, you must believe you are the best. If you're not, pretend you are. If you want to win, the will can never retire, the race can never stop, and faith can never weaken. The greater our level of understanding, the harder the tests become. You're not going to enjoy every minute of the journey, but the success you'll find at the end will make it all worth it. It's just a job. Grass grows, birds fly, waves pound the sand. I beat people up. The greatest victory in life is to rise above the material things that we once valued most. The one without dreams is the one without wings. The more we help others, the more we help ourselves. I am grateful for all my victories, but I am especially grateful for my losses, because they only made me work harder. I try to learn as much as I can because I know nothing compared to what I need to know. We have one life, it soon will be past. What we do for God is all that will last. How many push-ups do you do? I don't know. I only starts counting when it starts hurting. I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. That is when I start counting, because then it really counts. That's what makes you a champion. There are billions of people in the world, and every one of them is special. No one else in the world is like you. There comes a time in every person's life when he has to choose the course his life will take.
This is the legend of Cassius Clay, the most beautiful fighter in the world today.
What should people tell their kids who Muhammad Ali was?
Clay is lightning fast.
He was a tremendous bolt of lightning.
I am the greatest.
Muhammad Ali struck us in the middle of America's darkest night, in the heart of its most threatening gathering storm.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cassius Marcellus Clay. He's young, he's handsome, he's a poet, and many people believe he'll be the next heavyweight champion of the world.
He was leaning back and away from punches.
Cassius Clay, you gotta remember, is the greatest fighter that ever lived, in and out of the ring.